We've all heard it. Winners never quit. But what if the biggest win is actually knowing when to walk away? It's a choice you face all the time in a job that's burning you out, a relationship that's going nowhere, or a personal goal that now just feels impossible. So, when it comes to your well-being, what's the right move? Hold on tighter or finally let go? This isn't some small, fleeting thought. It's a constant tug of war that drains your energy and leaves you feeling completely stuck. Your brain, which loves what's familiar, will often scream at you to hold on, even when it hurts. We cling to things because of the time and effort we've already put in, a trap psychologists call the sunk cost fallacy. We stay because the unknown is terrifying, or because our entire identity feels wrapped up in the very thing that's making us miserable. Holding on can feel like a badge of honor, a sign of our resilience. But what if it's really just a cage? This internal battle isn't a sign that you're weak. It's a deeply human struggle. The problem is, we're usually fed one-size-fits-all advice. Never give up. Push through it. But psychological science tells a much smarter, more compassionate, and frankly, more effective story. The real answer isn't about picking one path for the rest of your life, but about learning which path is right for you right now. And to find that answer, we need to look at the science of making great decisions. Today, we're exploring 3 powerful truths from psychology that will give you the clarity you need to decide whether to hold on or let go. Welcome back to Mentor's Mindset. First things first, there's no single rule for everyone. The whole quitting is for losers idea is dangerously simple. This kind of black and white thinking is what Stanford psychologist Carol Dweck calls a fixed mindset. A fixed mindset is the belief that our talents and intelligence are set in stone. When you see the world this way, every challenge becomes a final exam on your worth. Failure isn't a lesson, it's a verdict. So, letting go of a goal or a relationship feels like admitting you weren't smart enough or good enough. This mindset can literally keep you trapped in situations that are holding you back. But there's another way, a growth mindset. This is the belief that your abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. With a growth mindset, challenges aren't threats, they're opportunities. Failure isn't a brand on your forehead, it's just feedback. It's data. An entrepreneur with a growth mindset doesn't see negative reviews as a personal attack. They see it as priceless information to make their product better. They worry less about looking smart and more about actually getting smarter. So the question isn't, am I a quitter? The real question is this situation helping me grow, or is it just cementing a belief that I'm stuck? If holding on means you're stubbornly refusing to adapt, you're stuck in a fixed mindset. But if holding on means you're pushing through a tough spot because you genuinely believe you can learn from it, that's a growth mindset in action. Letting go isn't good or bad. It all depends on why you're doing it. Are you letting go because you think you're incapable? That's a fixed mindset. Or are you letting go because you realize your energy is better spent elsewhere, creating space for new growth? That is the beginning of wisdom. Quick pause. If this is already giving you something to think about, take a moment to like the video so more people can find it. And if you want content that helps you understand your own mind a bit better every week, hit subscribe. Now let's get into the second truth, because this one can genuinely change your life. This brings us to our second truth. We need to reframe letting go not as failure, but as strategic quitting. We love to celebrate starting things, a new business, a new relationship, a new fitness goal, but the real strategic advantage often comes from quitting faster and smarter than everyone else. Think like a savvy investor. Would they keep throwing money at a stock that's tanking just because they already invested a lot? No way. They'd cut their losses and move that money to a better investment. Your time, energy, and emotional well-being are your most valuable assets. Strategic quitting is just deciding to stop investing those assets in something that's giving you negative returns. And the science on this is overwhelmingly clear. A major analysis of 235 studies found that stubbornly clinging to goals you can't achieve is incredibly damaging to your well-being. It ramps up stress, anxiety, and depression, and tanks your overall life satisfaction. Trying to achieve the impossible doesn't build character. It breeds burnout and a feeling of helplessness. On the flip side, the research shows that people who can let go of those impossible goals get a huge boost in their mental health. But here's the critical part. The biggest benefits go to those who not only let go, but also re-engage with new, achievable goals. Letting go creates a void. It's finding a new, meaningful goal to pour your energy into that brings back your sense of purpose, satisfaction, and resilience. So, letting go isn't about creating an empty space in your life. It's an act of creation. It's like pruning dead leaves off a plant. You're not killing the plant. You're getting rid of what's draining its energy so new, healthy leaves can grow. Quitting a toxic job isn't just about escaping a bad scene. It's about creating the space to find work that actually energizes you. Ending a relationship that isn't helping you grow isn't just about the pain of a breakup. It's about opening yourself up to a connection that fits the person you're becoming. That's productive quitting. Not an admission of defeat, but a brave reallocation of your life's resources toward a much brighter future. Our third truth brings it all together. The ultimate skill for your well-being isn't blind persistence or impulsive quitting. It's cognitive flexibility. Cognitive flexibility is the ability to look at a situation, adjust your thinking, and switch your strategy when needed. It's the mental power to know when to keep pushing and when it's time to pivot. Research shows this skill is a pillar of psychological resilience, protecting you from burnout, anxiety, and depression. It's about being able to zoom out and ask the hard questions. Is my effort actually leading to progress? Is the reward still worth the struggle? Or am I just being stubborn for stubbornness' sake? To build this flexibility, you have to face the emotional roadblocks that keep you stuck. We often look back and judge our past decisions with the perfect vision of hindsight. We beat ourselves up for staying in a job too long or not seeing the red flags in a relationship. This is where self-compassion is absolutely essential. Self-compassion is simply treating yourself with the same kindness you'd give to a good friend. It's accepting that you made the best choice you could with the information and energy you had at the time. Letting go isn't a negative judgment on your past self. It's an act of kindness to your future self. Think of it this way. Psychological flexibility is the engine of good decisions, and self-compassion is the fuel. It lets you see reality without judgment, which is the first step to making a clear choice. It's about being able to hold two ideas that seem to contradict each other. This goal used to be really important to me, and it's no longer the right path for me. Both can be true. You can honor the effort you put in without being chained to it forever. So how do you practice this? Start small. Try mindfulness, to just watch your thoughts and feelings without judging them. Do an energy audit. What in your life gives you energy, and what consistently drains it? Talk to a friend you trust or a therapist to get an outside perspective. And most importantly, give yourself permission to change your mind. Life isn't a straight line. It's a series of adjustments, pivots, and fresh starts. This is a deeply personal journey, and there's so much power in sharing our stories. What's one thing you've struggled to let go of, or what was a time when holding on really paid off for you? Share your experience in the comments below. Your story might just be the one thing someone else needs to hear today. And if you want to build a more intentional and resilient life, make sure to subscribe for more insights grounded in real science. So, letting go versus holding on, which is better? The real answer is both. The path to well-being isn't a rigid rule, but a flexible, compassionate, and wise practice. It's found in a growth mindset that turns every outcome into a lesson. It's found in the courage to quit strategically, clearing out what no longer serves you to make room for what will. And it's found in the wisdom of cognitive flexibility, the ability to know when to push forward and the self-awareness to know when to change course. The ultimate goal isn't to never give up, it's to never give up on yourself. It's about staying committed to your own well-being, your own growth, and your own journey, wherever it may lead you. And sometimes, the most powerful step forward you can take is the one that begins with letting go. Thanks for watching. See you next week.